is lined up today. And a meeting between REBC chairperson Wafula Chebukati and President Kenyatta fails to take place. Good afternoon. Acting Interior Cabinet Secretary Fred Matiang'i is currently holding a meeting with regional coordinators and county commissioners to discuss the state of security in the country ahead of the repeat presidential polls. Currently speaking is Inspector General of the Police, Joseph Boynet. So we'll cross over there live and listen in.
Responsibility as county commissioner or a regional commissioner to see how you maximize on the additional resources to your region. And should you reckon that we may have drawn down a little bit on the available resources in your county, use the available resources to achieve the very same purpose. You are also aware that immediately after we are done with the elections on Thursday, we have the task of securing the national administration. We are also set to support KNEC and the Ministry of Education in ensuring that the examinations are done in a safe and a secure environment. So let's support one another with a view to ensuring that our children are afforded that necessary environment to enable them to sit for the examinations. Finally, I wish to say in closing that we, when I say we, I mean all of us in the national security sector, owe it to our people to provide a safe and a secure environment to enable those who wish to vote to do so, to enjoy that right in a peaceful environment. And those who do not wish to vote are equally given the space to enjoy that right of their own privacy. I thank you very much, sir. Those are the few remarks I wanted to make. And I defer back to the PS again. Thank you very much.
Thank you, IG, for the assurance.
Well, and of course, we'll be definitely going back there live once the Acting Interior Cabinet Secretary Fred Matiang'i begins to make his address. That was the Inspector General of Police, Joseph Boynet, in that particular meeting. President Uhuru Kenyatta today leads the Jubilee team in Nairobi in the last lap of the vote-hunting mission ahead of the repeat presidential poll on a Thursday this week.
Following Saturday morning's helicopter crash, 3 other passengers are however still missing. Divers will return to the lake this morning, 3 days after the crash, retrieved the bodies from the lake. This coming after a day after they found the partial wreckage of the Airbus helicopter. The identities of the victims are however still unknown. 4 passengers were on board together with the pilot when the plane went down. Martin Lunani, the chief investigator of aircraft accidents, told Citizen TV that the clues as to just what transpired may lie in the cabin recorder, as the helicopter had no black box. Divers are still searching for the remaining 3 victims.
Supporters of Jubilee, but the Nairobi Governor Mike Sonko has also taken this opportunity.
Let's now head out to the Kenya School of Government, where acting CS for Interior.
And this just to add the number of the fire engines that are in Nairobi County. The president will also be there. They're just waiting for the president so that he can also be at hand also to flag off those fire engines. And after the flagging off, then that's when the Jubilee campaigns will start, and they will be starting with Gikomba heading to Kayole, and finally the final rally will be in Githurai. That is along Thika Road. And the rallying call or the message that the Jubilee team has been pushing is that yes, Kenyans should be ready for election of the fresh presidential election on the 26th, that is on Thursday, despite the calls by the opposition that there will be no election. And also we know that there was that meeting that was expected to take place between the president and the chairman of the IEBC, Wafula Chebukati. And the information we have is that that meeting will not be taking place. The Jubilee team has already indicated that they are not ready to have a sit-down with the IEBC and that they have no issues to raise with the IEBC compared with their rivals in NASA. And for them, what their indication is on their waiting is for the IEBC to put their house in order and prepare for the repeat of the fresh presidential election on Thursday. Akisa.
Chris Tyro, senior political reporter there, reporting about the last lap of campaigns for the Jubilee Party. They will be traversing the city today, yet to take off, but definitely will be going back to Chris Tyro once the Jubilee campaigns begin here in Nairobi. Let's take a quick break here on KTN News Desk. Don't go too far. We still have a lot more lined up for you.
This is KTN News.
Mara tear gas, mara mara mpaka tunashindwa. Tutakaa hivi mpaka lini?
Unakaa kwa stage, unakimbia pande hii, unarudi tena unakimbia pande hii. Wengine wameibiwa helmet, wengine wamebondwa pikipiki zao. Sisi tumeumia sana, watu wa pikipiki.
Watalii ambao ndio chakula chetu tunachokitegemea hawaji tena kutembea pwani.
Imagine, clients wana cancel mashoots, project mob ziko on hold.
Watu wanachukiana, tunagombana, kupata customer imekuwa shida, watoto hawako shule.
Kenyans, iko wasiwasi. We are in a difficult season. Things have slowed down. And we are all feeling it. Whether you come from the east, you come from the west, you come from north or south of our country, whether you belong to this or the other political party, the fact remains the Kenyan economy is one.
Fellow Kenyans, it's been a difficult few weeks for all of us, regardless of where we come from. Our democracy has been tested to the limits. Things have occurred in Kenya that have never happened anywhere else on this continent. But we have come through. Our democracy is stronger, more vibrant. It is now time for us to get back to doing those things that are most important to each and every one of us. I believe it's time for us to get back to work. Wakenya wenzangu, tulifaulu hapo awali. Tuwaweza pamoja kufaulu tena. Tujitokeze tarehe 26 mwezi huu. Tupige kura, taifa letu liweze kuendelea. Tupige kura ya amani, tupige kura ya umoja, kura ya maendeleo, kura ya kutuunganisha pamoja kama Wakenya, kura ya kuhakikisha ya kwamba pamoja tutakuwa na taifa ambayo kila mmoja wetu atajivunia na atafurahia, taifa ambalo tutaweza kuachia watoto wa watoto wetu.
Turudi kazini, tuijenge Kenya yetu, mimi nawe. Oh, mimi nawe.
My name is Mr. T. I minister through music na pia a youth pastor. I'm so passionate about young people. When I look at the young people, I see purpose, I see destiny. Watu wako na future, watu wako na purpose, watu wanaweza move the economy of this nation. Lakini of course in life kuna kuanga na challenges mob, kuna pia pressure. Ni poa tu kujua status yako. Ukipata uko positive, take medication na uanze kuishi positively. Uskai kill your dreams because you're positive. Na ukipata uko negative, make sure you maintain the status, live a healthy life and take care. Mina walk na philosophy in life. Bila ring, Hakuna ding ding. This is my purity ring na bado nangoja my wedding ring.
This is KTN News.
You're watching KTN News Desk. Currently speaking in a meeting with regional commanders and county commissioners is Acting Interior Cabinet Secretary Fred Matiang'i as they discuss security preparations in the country ahead of the repeat polls on Thursday. Let's cross over there live and listen in.
I am satisfied that we are ready to repeat what we did on 8th of August. And many people will say many things, but credit is due to you for the support you gave the IBC, and that's how we ended up with a very peaceful election on 8th of August. So I'm asking you colleagues again, that let us do it again on Thursday. Let's support the IBC to ensure that they conduct another peaceful election. I am concerned about something which I believe you two are, and then I will say to you very candidly as a citizen of this country that I'm concerned about an emerging culture in our country of attempting to either attack institutions or engender the politics of anarchy, deinstitutionalization, where you don't respect institutions. There is not a single part of our constitution that has been abrogated. We have not abandoned any of our laws. They are all in place. The Public Order Act was even amended in 2016 by Parliament. And what shocks me is that a lot of people say all these big things and they talk a lot of things, and yet provisions of the Public Order Act are very clear. Those who even complain about it, you did not sit in Parliament to amend the Public Order Act. You did not sit there. We did not sit there. They enact the laws and they give them to us, and we have to live by those laws they give us. Some of those who are attempting now to subvert the institutions are the ones who enacted the Elections Offences Act. They understand the penal codes. They understand that impeding officials of the IEBC from conducting an election is an election offense. They know. They're smart people. They're not foolish people. They understand this. When we say, and I'm going to insist to you as chairs of security committees, that let us now operate very strictly within the law. If you look at the amendments of the Public Order Act, especially the amendments of 2016, they even actually prescribe the form that someone is supposed to fill before they can hold a public demonstration, before they can go out and picket, before they can go out and present a petition to a lawful authority. It's all there to say where the demonstration will happen or the picketing will happen, at what time, who will be involved. We did not write the law. We did not write the law. You, my colleagues, county commissioners, regional commissioners, you did not write the law. We didn't write it. It was written and passed. It was passed in Parliament. Some of those who now don't want to live by it are the ones who debated it. They are the ones who enacted it. Now, they cite Article 37 of the Constitution and say, oh, it allows you to picket. It allows you to do that. That's fine. But that same said Article 37 is very clear. It uses these words, peaceful and unarmed. Those words are in that article, Article 37 of the Constitution. They are there. But some of our leaders choose not to focus on that. We all need order in this society, and good order. And those of us who do not wish to live in an orderly way, the law again allows us and gives us a way in which we will persuade them to live in an orderly way. Peaceful demonstration, picketing, and all that is allowed by our Constitution. But that same article that everyone quotes uses the words peaceful and unarmed. Those people you have been seeing carrying stones around. In one of the police stations in Kisumu, in fact, this is at the insistence of PS Kibicho last week. We thought it was a little bit interesting, but now, the wisdom of hindsight, I think he had a big point. He said, let us count how many stones were hurled at Kondere police station in Kisumu. There were 1,000 something, give me the figure, after they were counted by the police. Which part of the law allows you to hurl stones at a police station? Which part of the law allows you to hurl stones at a police station? Which part of the law? And as you heard the president last night, there's a clear difference between rioters and demonstrators. And you have been seeing even in Europe, a huge, massive demonstration in Spain and what have you. We are not mad people. We are not foolish people. This is our country. And we have this unique opportunity to ensure that our country is governed and we all live in an orderly manner. It is the right of our people. That one, we as government must say it ourselves. And no one has said it much more eloquently than our president. Our people have a right to peacefully picket, to demonstrate, to present grievances. In fact, I can say here, after 2 months or 8 weeks or so at Interior, no office witnesses this than Harambee House and Jogoo House. All demonstrations are around that street. They're either singing I must go or something else happening around there. We are popular in songs these days. Somebody must go. They sing someone must go along that street all the time, which is okay. It's their right, and our Constitution recognizes it. And our police officers escort peaceful demonstrators. It is their right. That is modern Kenya. But which part of the law allows you to hurl stones at a police station? Which part of the law allows you to attack a police station, organize goons and hoodlums to go to a police station and attack police officers and attempt to take guns from a police station? Which part of the law allows you to do that? Let's be very firm on this issue. That's the point on which I want to tell you this, my dear friends. We are all citizens of this country, and we have an equal stake in the stability and in the success of our country. We will not allow these kinds of things to happen. Let us tell our brothers and our sisters who have different views from ours that they have a right to do so, but they do not have a right to destroy property, to destroy lives, and to hurt the good order of society. For example, you guys know as well as I do, the IBC gazetted the official campaign period to end today. So when a political party holds a meeting tomorrow, campaign meeting, what would that be? It's an illegal meeting. I mean, we have a law, we have an institution in place called the IBC that says these are the things we need to do. That's what I'm saying. I'm concerned, and all Kenyans of goodwill should be concerned that as we go forward, we are witnessing some culture, an emerging culture which we have to resist, of attacking institutions, denigrating institutions. The belief that if you speak the loudest, you are right, because you make the most noise and because you speak the loudest. All the things you do are right because you speak the loudest. And all the things you do are right because you are the one who makes the most noise around. It is not fair. It is not right. And I want to urge you, my brothers and sisters, you have a responsibility as well as I do. And let's tell the country this: we will resist this effort to try and bring disorder in our country. All of us, you heard the president loud and clear, should live by the law. The laws are in place. We have not abrogated any part of our constitution. The laws are statute books. Let's live by the law. This, latest cheap populism, where people think it is right to say certain things, and if you say them because you make the most noise, you are therefore right. It's not true. It is not true at all. And insist, this is where the chairs of the security committees insist. I've been telling the IG, in every police station in the country, you must insist that the notices that are given for demonstrations are given strictly according to the Public Order Act. Use the forms that are prescribed there. The officers in the police station do exactly what the law requires them to do. They must demand the information that the law requires them to demand according to the act. Because those who are not happy, they go to parliament. We don't. They can go there and amend the law if they feel that that's something they do. And you cannot amend the law in the streets. You cannot amend the law by your own whim or decree, as it were. Before I conclude on this segment of information, I need to say this. We are ready, and I want to encourage you. We're very impressed by the work that you do. And I want to encourage you. We have your back from the ministry headquarters. We have your back. Be firm in ensuring that the law is followed. Adopt a very objective and straightforward attitude to sorting the things that we have to sort out. Bearing in mind, as we must, that we are at a place we have not been to before. Passions are fairly strained in the country right now. Emotions are running high. We also have a responsibility as leaders to keep our country together. Let's do the best we can. Use all the structures we have in place to bring about understanding and responsible behavior.
Acting Interior Cabinet Secretary Fred Matiang'i there addressing regional coordinators and county commissioners on matters security preparations ahead of the election in the next 2 days, warning those who are thinking about bringing disorder in the country that they will not tolerate it. And that particular meeting will definitely be one of the conversations I will be having with security analyst Richard Tuta shortly on KTN News on the state of security in the country ahead of the polls. At this point, we close it for our KTN home viewers. We'll definitely continue with the bulletin on KTN News as we continue to keep you up to date with the biggest stories in all of the 47 counties in the country. My name is Akisa Wandera. Good afternoon.
Foremost responsibility is the safety and security of the people we lead. Let's ensure that our people are safe. And in cases where you can see some of our leaders who are doing what they are doing. Let us even deepen direct engagement with some of our leaders. You are very powerful people as regional commissioners and county commissioners. You can call in the politicians in your areas of jurisdiction and talk to them as leaders and tell them, don't hurt the country. You need to be a leader. And if you want to be a leader, you need to have a people to lead tomorrow. If you have them dead today, what would you be leading tomorrow? So, to bring about a sense of understanding as we move forward, let's put all the tools at our disposal to bring about cohesion, understanding, respect for the rule of law, and to ensure that we go through these elections very peacefully. We'll do the rest we can on our part to support you, and I'm sure after we are done with this official meeting, the PS and the team from Harambee House will take time to address some of the details on how we will support you. But please, I came here to assure you that you can count on us. We have your back. Do the right thing. Let's all ensure that our country goes over this experience peacefully. Be firm, be very objective, but at the same time, nothing stops us as leaders from being loving. We should love the people we lead, even those who usually give us headaches. Let us love them enough to help them live differently and advise them. Maybe some of them need advice. And you have seen yourselves, some of our people, the political class, some people have gotten into leadership when they are not probably ready to hold the huge and enormous responsibilities they hold. Therefore, they cannot tame their tongues. They do not know that now that they're in leadership, their statements can actually burn the country. So see yourselves, some of our people, the political class, some people have gotten into leadership when they are not probably ready to hold the huge and enormous responsibilities they hold. Therefore, they cannot tame their tongues. They do not know. Give me permission. I think, PS, I'm done with the official opening of this meeting. That is what the staff for the press. Let us now do in-house work. Thank you so much. And you understand this is security sector. I'm advised every day on what to say and what not to say. I don't want to start discussing operational issues with the cameras here. So please allow us, good people, to spend some time to talk about our own internal operations as security sector. And thank you very much.
Najua waziri, sisi ni watu wa makofi ya
Acting Interior Cabinet Secretary Fred Matiang'i there wrapping up his address to regional coordinators and county commissioners that he is currently meeting top on the agenda discussions on the security preparedness of the country ahead of the polls. With him, the Cabinet Secretary warning that they will not allow politicians to destroy the country or cause any form of disorder. Also warning against the disrespecting institutions like the polls, and like I mentioned earlier, I will be having that conversation shortly with the state of security in the country ahead of the polls with security expert Richard Tuta. So don't go too far. Let's take a break. We'll be back with that conversation.
This is KTN News.
Smartika na Airtel 1GB tuweze kustream ngoma.
Smartika na Airtel 1GB for 99 bob. Dial star 544 star 1 hash to subscribe.
Let's get this party lit.
My business is Mark and Reese Company. Limited. We are a web agency. I've been in business for the last 5 years. I started by designing a website page for myself. I also have a Facebook page and a Twitter handle. Someone introduced me to Skiza Business. It has really given me an edge. for me, I was thinking of something that could really assist my business to grow. So I heard about Skiza Bizna and I subscribed. It's easy, it's affordable, it's simple, it's unique. So it worked miracle for me. Since I started using Skiza Bizna, I don't have to explain to clients when they're calling me. They already get the feedback, they get to know my business on my callback. So it has really helped me. Anybody I come across, I always tell them